Earlier this year, I went on a 2-week trip through Japan and I brought 2 pairs of shoes with me, but only 1 pair actually mattered. It was hot, it was rainy, and it was a lot of concrete. My feet survived, but not thanks to my old Xero Barefoot, but thanks to an unassuming pair of Xero Wynn shoes that I bought earlier this year for reasons totally unrelated to Japan. Today, I'll explain why I like the Xero Wynns, why I actually bought them, and what I learned walking 15 to nearly 30,000 steps a day for 2 weeks straight. Before we go any further, I need to do a quick transparency speed run. So, number 1, I bought these shoes with my own money at a discount, which I will explain. Number 2, there's an affiliate link in the description. If you use it, I earn a commission. If you hate that idea, don't use that affiliate link. Number 3 is years ago, I don't even remember when, Xero ran a weird promo where you could buy non-voting, non-dividend shares of ownership in the company that basically just get you discounts on shoes. So I did that. So I don't talk to the owners. I don't influence anything at the company. I don't get any profits. I just get to buy cheaper shoes. Okay? So basically I prepaid for my discounts. All right? That's it. Let's talk footwear. If you don't know already, I'm a big fan of minimalist barefoot style shoes. Please no arch support. Give me 0 drop. I want the sole to be nice and flexible. I love how the Xero Barefoot Primus lights look. They're light, ventilated, and sleek. Kind of like something a Hunger Games tribute from District 1 might train in. They're also extremely thin and very flexible, and that means they're not very cushioned. And that's been my jam for years, until earlier this year when I took up one-wheeling as a healthier, less emotionally taxing replacement for surfing my garbage local closeout waves. And it became very clear, very quickly, that riding a one-wheel in thin, barefoot shoes, at least for me, is miserable. Like within 5 or 10 minutes, my feet would just be hurting and the whole experience was not really pleasurable at all. So I started looking for a minimalist shoe with more cushion than this that didn't look like I'd completely given up on life. Enter the Xero Wynns. They felt way better on long one-wheel rides, they made walking on concrete way more tolerable, and crucially, they look like normal sneakers. And yes, they are a little bit dirty. That's because I don't sit around cleaning my sneakers. I find it unbelievable that people have the time to sit there. You have brushes and cleaning kits for your sneakers? It's mind-blowing. So when I packed for Japan, I brought the Wynns and the Xero Barefoot Primus, just in case I was summoned for the Hunger Games Japan edition. I guess that would just be called Battle Royale. Now, if you somehow don't know this already, maybe this is your first time on the internet, Japanese fashion is really intense. People really care about aesthetics in Japan, and this is a look. Not my look. These are not barefoot shoes. I actually had a very kind store employee carefully explain how I could pair a certain kind of pant with these kinds of shoes to look really good. And I'm sure on him it would have looked really good, but I could not wrap my head around wearing malignant foot tumors to achieve that specific vibe. So anyway, here's what I'm getting at. If you're walking long distances day after day on concrete, cushion probably matters. Not enough that I would wear these things, but I learned this lesson years ago working in a textbook warehouse after freshman year of college. Miles a day walking on concrete floors. I could not wear thin-soled shoes and survive. There was nobody who was picking orders, walking miles a day on hard concrete, wearing thin little barefoot style shoes. You couldn't do it. Human feet are optimized for walking on natural surfaces, not walking on concrete all day long. So while you probably won't catch me wearing those, when I'm walking long distances on concrete, I'm going to wear thicker soled shoes. So the Wynns, they did really well for me. We walked on concrete nonstop, up and down stairs, through gardens, castles, train stations, and up and down the aisles of every thrift store I came across. The Xero Wynns are flexible, they have a decent amount of cushion, but very important I point this out here, they did not keep me totally pain-free. So why am I recommending them? Because expectations matter. Imagine you're a casual swimmer, you swim 15 to 20 laps twice a week, you're comfy in the water, life is good, no big deal. Now, suddenly you decide to swim 60 to 80 laps every day for 2 weeks. How do you think that's going to go? Probably not well. The body adapts gradually. Sudden spikes in volume can make a huge deleterious impact. Even an easy movement that you're familiar with can get painful pretty fast if you start overdoing it. At home, I might walk 3,000 at a minimum to like 10,000, 11,000 steps in a day. In Japan, on vacation, it's a bare minimum of 15,000 steps a day, sometimes pushing 30,000. So after a few days, definitely after a week, my dogs were barking. At one point, I tried rotating in the Xero Barefoot Primus to change the stimulus since the soles are a little different. I was thinking maybe it'll change the way my foot feels because the sole is a little flexible in different areas, but the thinner sole was clearly less comfortable right away. So I ended up wearing the Wynns for about 99.7% of the trip. I should probably double check the math on that. Anyway, with the Xero Wynns, as long as I was moving, my feet actually felt okay. As soon as I sat down to rest, though, my feet and the soreness, it was all consuming. So naturally, I would just stand back up and go hunting for ramen and men's clothing that actually fits an Asian body. Actually, this is not even one of the things I bought in Japan. Whew, okay, problem solved. Just realized that this wireless mic was blocking this. It says gratitude. Gratitude transforms everything. So here is the takeaway on the Xero Wynns. On a normal day, when I'm not doing a suicidal pilgrimage through the temple of capitalism, the Xero Wynns are great. They're wonderfully cushioned for normal daily life. I've had them since June of 2025. That at this point has been 5, almost 6 months. I can walk, jog, and one wheel and dance in them. They're very comfortable for all of that. They look like normal sneakers. They have not broken down and been destroyed by a lot of walking and a lot of dancing. They fit my minimalist preference better than most cushioned shoes, and I did actually experiment with buying some normal sneakers both in Japan and back home in America, and I just couldn't bring myself to purchase them because they felt awful. So I need to stick with barefoot minimalist style shoes, but with a little bit more cushion, which the Xero Wynns are. So they officially get my stamp of approval. They might honestly be the greatest of all time. But I want to hear from you. What barefoot or minimalist shoes do you think are the greatest of all time, especially if you need to be walking long distances on concrete? Which ones do you like? Have you walked insane distances in them? Drop me a comment down below, please. I'd like to hear your recommendations. And if you want your own pair of Xero Wynn barefoot minimalist style sneakers with some cushion that you too might also one day wear while walking through Japan, and you want to support this channel, please use my affiliate link that you'll find in the description box and in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you always remember that walking on concrete for long distances sucks and life shouldn't.